can't miss it. And Illinois, and Brett Bielema gets a win again against an SEC team. Remember, he got South Carolina last year.
Just so happy.
I love Brett, though. I'm not going to lie, man. He's one of my favorite people on the planet, and he knows that. All right, so here you go, Tennessee. This is the year, a fourth straight year, that they won at least 8 games. But 4 of their 5 losses came against ranked teams, with a lone exception being this bowl game on Tuesday. Josh Heupel's led the Vols to postseason play in all 5 seasons he's been at the helm. You know, we at Disney, we have a slogan, where dreams come true. That's kind of what we're providing right now. You get to be a football analyst. You ready for this?
I'm most definitely ready for this.
Yeah, I mean, you look ready for this now.
Well, all I know is Coach Cheers, Stench, Roman, Doring,
Watson, all of
Cole,
these guys.
none of these guys, Big Ben, none of them could be there. So,
time to hand it. You ready?
Come on.
Back where I come from, kids my age were taught to throw one way, thumbs down. All righty. Here it is.
Roll. Let's get to it.
Let's go. You got some plays for us. What do we got here?
Breakdown, full-fledged breakdown right here. This is what I want to show you people at home. When you get to this play here, you see a heavy set. You understand? You want to go hat on hat on hat on hat. Now, it was a lot of times when you went and you watched them play against Alabama, they got a little trickery out of this. And they said, no, we learned from that. So what we're going to do, we're going to roll on in here the way we're supposed to. Now, when you get right here, you would think that the play is over. But these gentlemen right here, let me help you, people. These gentlemen right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5, people. That's 5 at home. When you see them people right there, you ain't touching nobody. So it looked like this man's in trouble. But guess what? The volunteer effort will let him be in trouble. Because once you think you're down, you stretch Armstrong that thing out there and you lay across the goal line. Now, I coach them like this. I'm telling you, coach them like this at home. And once you get dog, you get 6. You understand that?
Yeah, you get 6.
All right, well, let's
you
move
get
on.
6, yeah.
Move on to the next play.
Okay,
now, this right here, it's the new year. Coming out of Christmas,
Sure.
want to be giving. Want to get some kind of sportsmanship going.
Yeah.
Well, as we roll the tape, check this out, people. Now, what I want you to realize and visualize right here, I don't know what the hokey pokey is going on right here.
I was actually wondering. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't get what's happening right there. I'm going to throw a flag on that. I don't even know what that is right there. That's terrible, man.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this right here. But don't let that stray away from the teamwork that's going on. I don't know if they thought it was playtime. I don't know what's going on, but we're going to get away from that, and I want you people at home to focus on this. Watch this young man here.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Big fella got his shoe off. What happens? Quarterback say, I got you. I help you tie your shoe. And I was thinking, when I almost fell off the stage in the non-conference season, my shoe may have been untied. So I wonder would Darwin tie my shoe?
Not a chance. No, but no.
It's not a chance.
Your shoes are tied, thank the good Lord.
As it goes on, it's like he's at the fitness store. Oh, you wear size 13? Well, slide it in there, and he want the big fella. As soon as he get it, look at that technique. Look at that technique. Look, rabbit ears, mouthpiece still in his hand.
Oh, people. Wow. He didn't do that with a mouthpiece still in his hand.
Oh, that's greatness right there.
Oh, my.
That's greatness right there. So shout out to him, man. And all I can tell y'all is when I'm set and the hole is open and I'm ready to go, my brother Ramon Foster cleared away Big 73. Yeah, get on through it. Say it.
There is no flag on the play. None. Yeah, there is.
Now, tied into the bowl game, Sugar Bowl Classic. It'll be a little SEC rematch and the granddaddy of them all. Out in Pasadena, the Rose Bowl. Peter Burns, Chris Doring, welcome to our SEC Network studio. Still festive. Nobody takes their tree down before the new year, right, CD?
Depressing if you have to take it down. So you got to squeeze every bit out you can, man.
And so that's how I feel about college football. We had an opportunity to listen to both teams and both matchups. Kind of big picture takeaway quickly on what you heard from them.
I think, to me, it's the exposure of Indiana. Haven't got a chance to watch them a lot. The players, the coaches feel very comfortable being in the spotlight right now.
There's no doubt about it. They're also the media coordination and training is so good from it. We'll get more from you coming up a little bit as far as your keys, but let's hear from the players and the coaches. Let's start out west in Pasadena for the Rose Bowl.
We got the draw. We're playing Alabama. Everyone knows Alabama. They're an SEC juggernaut. They have a great offense, great defense, great coach, and so really, really looking forward to playing them. And they're going to be a tough team, and I think that Oklahoma game speaks testament on how resilient they are, and they're a tough team to kill.
These guys just really jumped all over the theme Unbreakable. And I think even more so as the season's gone on, we had these moments that really came up. They really went all in on that theme, and it's been something that, you know, I'm proud of them. I'm proud of how they've hung their hat on that, and it's been a rallying effort for all of them with that theme.
You know, Alabama is a great football team. Kalen DeBoer is a great coach. I've been following him for a long time because our backgrounds are similar. He's come a long way from the Canyon Coyotes. Figured I'd throw that one in there.
Being able to prove everybody wrong and have a little adversity is what we want. And being back to the corner, you know, most people, if you get back to the corner, you know, kind of sit down and don't fight. But these guys and this team are fighters, and we're going to do everything we can to fight and claw and get out. And that's what we've shown through our schedule, through the season. And here we are now, in the Rose Bowl, you know, playing against the #1 team in the country.
Sometimes I gotta pinch myself and realize, dude, you're at Ole Miss. You know, you're playing in the SEC, and now I'm at the Sugar Bowl. Never really thought I'd get to this point, to be honest, because I did have some doubt at Ferris State.
They have a really explosive offense. Have a good running back. Probably one of the best running backs in the SEC, maybe. You know, just really looking forward to play against them again, because, you know, that's a really good offense that they have. But, you know, we have really good defense, so I'm really looking forward to the challenge.
They just have more bigger people, but, you know, it's football at the end of the day. It's not, you know, about size. It's about doing your job. So I feel like we just got to go out there, do our job. Everybody do their 111, and, you know, it's going to be a great outcome.
The weapons he's got, the running back, the wideouts, I mean, it's just it's a perfect mixture within this offense where they're doing a lot of check with me and they're doing a lot of tempo. They do a great job of mixing those things. That's why they're one of the top offenses in the country.
All right, so we've had an opportunity to hear from both squads over in the Rose Bowl and the Sugar Bowl. CD, I want to start with the Rose Bowl. Keys to the game. Let's start with Indiana and the Hoosiers. For them to have this continued Cinderella run, what's the big storyline on that one?
It's the Indiana offensive line. This is an offensive line, I think, that's good in pass protection, but better when it comes to run blocking. They do a great job of opening up holes. They do a great job of getting a push on the line of scrimmage. They have some talented backs that run well behind that offensive line. But I think that's going to be the biggest matchup that I see from an offensive standpoint against Alabama's defense is, can that O-line get a good push and allow those ball carriers to run?
One of the players they're going to have to face now, it appears that LT Overton was not on the injury report. Remember, he did not play in the last 2 games for the Georgia Bulldogs, so we'll see how that plays out. What do you think of Mendoza and what he's going to bring to this matchup?
Yeah, I think Mendoza's had a tremendous season. Obviously, he's a great leader, the catalyst of this offense. You know, I think that when I've watched tape of teams that have been able to generate pressure on him, I think his eyes drop a little bit. I do think he becomes aware of it. So I do think that you can get after him, and that's going to start with Alabama needing to bring some heat and have some penetration up front.
Alabama offensively, your concerns are what?
It's the thing I've talked about all season long. I think anybody that's watched our shows have heard me time and time again talk about Alabama needing to pass protect. The strength of this Alabama offense is the wide receiving core. They are very one-dimensional because they haven't been able to run the football at all. Earlier in the season, they were able to get over that because they could throw the football to guys like Jeremy Bernard, guys like Latir Brooks, Ryan Williams, Isaiah Horton. Cuevas being back, I think, is big. But all of those guys are a moot point if you can't find a way to pass protect. Not only to keep him from getting sacked, but to keep him from feeling that pressure around him. His completion percentages drop precipitously because of that.
You have an opportunity to watch that game over in Pasadena. After that game, the nightcap over on Thursday will be down in New Orleans, Georgia in Ole Miss. When you're looking at kind of the keys to that matchup, go either direction you want, Georgia or Ole Miss, which the biggest one?
Ole Miss has got to be physical, particularly on the defensive side. That fourth quarter of the first matchup, Georgia had the ball for 13 minutes and 7 seconds. They ran the ball on 19 of the 25 plays that they had in that fourth quarter. Ole Miss knew it was coming, and they couldn't stop it. There's nothing more demoralizing and emasculating than having a team be able to line up and continually run the football against you. So I'm sure that Pete Golding has talked time and time again about elevating the physicality, but also being able to play a lot more guys, keeping them fresh into the fourth quarter so they can hold up against that offensive line from Georgia.
Georgia outscored Ole Miss 17-0 in Athens in that game. On the flip side of it, what is that matchup you're looking for?
Georgia is front seven. They've got to be disruptive up front. Early in the season, they were not that way. They've been able to develop in that way, both in terms of Glenn Schumann calling a little bit more pressures, particularly from bringing linebackers, and then also the defensive line. They've been able to penetrate and get some disruption in one-on-one pass rushing opportunities. If you let Trinidad Chambliss get into a rhythm, if you allow him to distribute the football to everybody around him, it's going to be a long day for that Georgia defense, much like it was in the first three quarters.
Going to be